Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to play some Tuesday evening baseball live on the channel. And we will continue with our 1983 one-and-done tournament, Strat-O-Matic Baseball, Card&Dice. As we're winding down, the teams have dwindled down to 6. 2 teams have already advanced to the Final Four, and 2 more tickets will be punched. Our third matchup in the Elite Eight will pit the 6th-seeded Philadelphia Phillies, who are 90 and 72, versus the 5th-seeded New York Yankees, 91 and 71. On the mound for the Phillies, trying to take them to the Final Four, is Steve Carlton. He had a losing record in 1983, even though the Phillies went to the World Series. They would lose to the Orioles. He was 15 and 16 with a 3.11 earned run average. For the New York Yankees, Dave Righetti, the man who threw a no-hitter against the Red Sox on 4th of July. That ruined my childhood. 14 and 8 with a 3.44 will be up on the bump for the Bronx Bombers. Let's get to the starting lineups and roll some Strat-O-Matic Card&Dice advanced using my original set, 1983, which was the 84 set. You get the 83 season. Pete Rose will lead things off and play first base for the Phillies, followed by Joe Morgan. He will be the DH. Mike Schmidt will bat third and play third. Batting fourth in center field is Maddox. In left field is Sarge. Gary Matthews, and he'll bat fifth. Behind the plate, batting sixth, is Bo Diaz. Kiko Garcia, will be at second base. He'll bat seventh. In right field, batting eighth, will be Joe LaFay. I actually looked up how to pronounce this gentleman's name, and it looks like LaFay. And he will bat eighth. Batting ninth is a shortstop, Ivan DeJesus. For the Yankees, here in the Bronx, Willie Randolph will lead things off and play second base. Sweet Lou Piniella will be in right field and will bat second. Dave Winfield, Mr. May, as George Steinbrenner, I believe, called him. It was either Mr. May or Mr. April. I couldn't remember. I think it was Mr. May. Will play center field and bat third. The DH will be Don Baylor, batting fourth. At playing shortstop, batting fifth, Roy Smalley. Greg Nettles mans the hot corner and will bat sixth for the Yankees. Doing the catching is Butch Weiniger, batting seventh. Batting eighth in left field, Ken Griffey Sr. And batting ninth, playing first base, Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly. So here we go. Let's start the show. At the ballpark, we have our good friend, Mr. Utah Mike, just finished a fabulous game between the Mariners and the Red Sox using payoff pitch, 1977 replay. Well, he gives you a random game there, and he's doing, I believe, all the Yankee games, most of them online. So thank you for joining us. Please, if you have not subscribed to our good friend, Sports Time Machine, go to his channel and subscribe and hit the notification button. All right, so here's Dave Righetti. He'll face Pete Rose. Rose is a switch hitter, and he'll bat righty off the left-handed throwing Righetti. Righetti's point of weakness starts in the 7th. Here's the pitch to Charlie Hustle, who will advance to the Final Four. Ball game gets on its way. That's a 2-5. Left-handed pitcher, 2-5. That's a walk. So Rose flips his bat and jogs down quite quickly to first base. So Pete Rose is at first. He's a C stealer. And Weiniger's a neutral arm. But Rose isn't going anywhere. They'll hold him on, which will make him a -3. And that's an 8. He's staying right where he's at. Now I'll bring up little Joe Morgan. Lefty-lefty matchup. Righetti picks up the sign from Weiniger. He deals to Morgan, the former Cincinnati Red, Big Red Machine teammate of Rose. That's a 3-3. What will it be? We shall see. 3-3 is a pop-up, second base, and Randolph camps under it and makes the catch. Rose just stood at first. So 1 out, 1 on. Rose continues to be held on. Here comes Mike Schmidt, the third baseman. 40 home runs in 1983. Righetti, will he challenge him? Let's see. He comes with the hard stuff to Schmidt. 2-3, what will it be? We shall see. 2-3, fly ball deep to center field, but not deep enough. Ranging back with his long loping strides as Winfield. He makes the catch, and once again, Rose retreats to first base. 2 down. Rose will be off on contact. He's a +1, 1 through 13. And here comes Gary Maddox. Maddox, right-handed batter. Let's see if the center fielder, who got bumped up in the lineup due to the lefty, can come through here in the clutch. Righetti takes a deep breath, peeks to first. Now he rocks and deals to Maddox. 2-3, what will it be? 2-3, ground ball to short. Smalley has it, fires to first, and the side is retired. So the leadoff walk does not hurt. We go to the bottom of the first, scoreless. 2 up for the Yankees, Randolph, Piniella, and Winfield. Max Cornelius is at the ballpark along with Larry Harris. Hope all is well with you fine gentlemen. Our good friend Sports Time Machine, Mr. Utah Mike, says, "Hey Al, I was at Monday Night Raw last night. A lot of fun as always. Very cool, very cool." All right, so Steve Carlton will be up on the bump for the Phillies. He'll try to match Righetti. Carlton's point of weakness is in the 8th. He's a lefty. Willie Randolph strides to the plate, right-handed batter. The crafty lefty deals to Randolph. 6-9, right-handed batter. 6-9, ground ball to short. The shortstop is DeJesus. He is a 2, and we rolled a 1. A 2 and a 1 is a single. So Randolph smashes a 1-hopper past the dive of DeJesus on the 2-1, and he is on. So Willie Randolph is on first. He is a B stealer. Diaz has a neutral arm, and when you hold a B runner on, that's -3. So again, he's not going anywhere. Here comes Sweet Lou Piniella. Piniella playing right field. He likes to hit off left-handed pitching. He has a task here. It's the lefty Steve Carlton on the mound. They hold Willie Randolph close. Here's the pitch to Sweet Lou Piniella. Carlton tosses up a 2-3. What will it be? A lot of 2-3s. That's a hard hit ball to short. DeJesus over to Garcia. On to first. Double play. 6-4-3. A good stretch by Rose. And 2 down with 1 pitch of the ball. Piniella struck it hard, but a 1-hopper to DeJesus. That brings up Dave Winfield. 2 outs, no one on. Big Dave, right-handed batter. Carlton peeks in. Diaz sets a target. The pitch homeward bound to Winfield. A 3-3, what will it be? 3-3. Popped up second base on the outfield grass. Waving his arms is Garcia, and he will make the catch, and the side is retired. So 3 up, 3 down via the double play ball. We're through 1, no score here in the Bronx. The winner advances to the Final Four. Comics with Bueller is at the ballpark here. Check out that wonderful channel. Also, please check out Sam's Tangled Web. He is very, very close to hitting another milestone, and we'd love to get it done for him. And Murray Kornblum. Murray Kornblum. That was a character's name on a TV show. Why can't I remember? Who was that? Wow, Murray. I think that was a character on a TV show. Am I right, Murray? As he says, "Go Yankees." And once again, I'd like to thank Comics with Bueller for that wonderful Bueller bump that put me over the top of 1,000K. Hopefully we can stay there. Though YouTube has not recognized my 1,000K yet. And because of that baloney that went back more than a few months ago, when someone posted a URL link, so make sure you have those where no one can post URL links on any of your videos, even though it's not your fault. You know, they will not monetize me. That's fine. I don't care. The heck with that. All right, so it's going to be Gary Matthews, Bo Diaz, and Kiko Garcia to face Dave Righetti. Sarge is a right-handed batter. Here's a pitch from Righetti to Matthews. A 5-6. Pick up some sticks. Right-handed batter. 5-6. Shallow fly ball to right. Piniella comes in. He makes the catch. 1 away. And here comes the catcher, Bo Diaz. Diaz had 15 homers. Diaz came up in the Red Sox organization. Played a lot with the Cleveland Indians. The Odd Couple, thank you. He was the cop. Yes, Al DeVecchio. Well, he played Al DeVecchio in Happy Days. Thank you very much, Murray. I knew that. Murray the cop. Yep, thanks, buddy. All right, 1 out, no one on. Righetti rocks and deals to Bo Diaz, 3-7. Left-handed pitcher, 3-7. Hard hit ball to short. Smalley backhands it. Fires to Mattingly, 2 down. So there's 2 outs. Base is empty. And here comes Kiko Garcia. Garcia inserted in the lineup due to the left-handed pitcher. Playing second, we moved Morgan to DH. Righetti looking for a 1-2-3 inning. He nods his head. Weiniger sets the target. The pitch to Kiko Garcia. A 1-4. Will it close the door? 1-4. Fly ball to left. And that will be out number 3, as making the catch is Griffey Sr. And the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Phillies. We go to the bottom of the second. No score here in the Bronx. An early pitcher's duel. So Steve Carlton, again, back up on the bump. Will have to try to match Dave Righetti. He will face Don Baylor, the designated hitter, then the shortstop Roy Smalley, and the third baseman Greg Nettles. Here comes Don Baylor, right-handed, power-hitting DH. Carlton looks in at Diaz. The windup and the pitch to Baylor. 5-7, right-handed batter. 5-7, swing and a miss. Breaking ball in the dirt. Diaz applies the tag, and Baylor is out. The first strikeout for either pitcher comes from Steve Carlton. And now I'll bring up Roy Smalley, switch hitter. He'll bat righty. Smalley choking up a bit on that bat. Wants to loop one in. He awaits the Carlton offering. Pitch homeward bound from Carlton. 4-9. Smalley, right-handed batter. 4-9 and an 8. Line shot to the leaping Kiko Garcia at second. A 1 would have been a single. 2 through 20 is an out. We rolled an 8. That is a great play by Garcia, robbing Smalley of a base hit. So 2 down. Payoff pitch, Murray, is another card and dice game. Like Strat-O-Matic. There's lots of different card and dice games. You can see many of them throughout our community, along with PC games. And of course, always check out the great comic book community. And one of the best there is Comics with Bueller, our good friend. Also Sam's Tangled Web, and many fun channels there in the comic book community. We are the FOC. All right, here comes Greg Nettles. 2 outs, no one on. The pitch to Nettles. Lefty-lefty matchup. A 1-11. 1-11. Jammed him. Popped up. Shortstop side. And that'll be out number 3 as De Jesus, makes the catch. And 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees. We're through 2. No score. We go to the top of the third. It will be Joe LaFay. Then De Jesus in the top of the order, Pete Rose. Which team will break out to the wild side? We shall see. Here comes Joe LaFay. Lefty-lefty matchup. LaFay dropped in the order because of the lefty-lefty matchup. Righetti is ready to work. He deals to Joe LaFay. 1-7. 1-7. And a 5. And Joe LaFay says, drop me in the order. He jumps all over that Righetti fastball. And that is a gap to right center field for a double. A gap shot for Joe LaFay. So the Phillies threaten with the leadoff double. Joe LaFay, 1 through 12 base runner. C. Steeler will be held close. So until 2 outs, he's -1, 1 through 11. Here comes Ivan DeJesus. He's an A bunter. He's going to put the bunt down. And they're going to play for the bunt, so obviously LaFay, you're not holding LaFay on anymore. Here's the pitch. So he goes from an A to a B bunter. He squares. Oh, my Lord. Do I roll poop on those things? That's an 11. And that's not going to be good. An 11 on a B. The batter pops up. LaFay is able to get back to second. And making the catch is the first baseman, Don Mattingly. Don Mattingly. A horrible bunt. As Righetti came high and tight, DeJesus still attempted the bunt. He pops out to first. So pop out 3. Failed bunt. At least they didn't double up Joe LaFay if you're a Phillies fan. So 1 out, 1 on, and Pete Rose is upside down. Let's turn that frown around. All right, here comes Charlie Hustle. He walked his first time up. Here's the pitch to Rose. LaFay at second. They're holding him close. That's a 3-12 fly ball. Left field. B ? And LaFay will not. He'll hold pat. So 2 outs as Rose flies out to Griffey Sr. LaFay will be off on contact. They're holding him close. It'll be a +1, 1 through 13. Here comes little Joe Morgan. Morgan popped out to second. Can he knock in the first run for the Phillies? Righetti looks behind him. Now in at the plate. Weininger sets the target. The pitch to little Joe Morgan. A 1-10 to Morgan. Lefty-lefty matchup. 1-10. Fly ball deep to right field. Racing back is Piniella, and he makes the catch. And the side is retired. Morgan just missed it. The leadoff double does not hurt. And that's where that failed bunt really did hurt. We go to the bottom of the third, still scoreless here in the Bronx. Due up for the Yankees, trying to push a run across. Weininger, Griffey Sr., and Mattingly. If anyone gets on, Willie Randolph. Murray says, just finished a really fun book, 10 innings at Wrigley, the wildest ball game ever. Excellent. Give us a little summary of it, if you'd like, Murray. So here comes Butch Weininger, switch hitting catcher. He'll bat righty off the left-handed throwing Carlton. Carlton deals quickly to Weininger. That's a 6-4. 6-4 ground ball to second base. The second baseman is Garcia. He's a 2, and we roll to 14. That'll go to a defense check, and that's a 29. And a 29. Okay, we found it. He's got to roll high here. And that's a 9, and he will make the play. Nice backhand. He'll pivot and throw to Rose at first. 1 down. So Weininger's retired 4-3. A little shaky moment there. But he got to the ball and backhanded. 1 out. Here comes Griffey Sr. Lefty-lefty matchup. Diaz wiggles the fingers. Carlton with a quick acknowledgement with a nod of the head. Pitch homeward bound to Griffey Sr. 3-5. 3-5. Fly ball to right. That's going to be out number 2, as making the catch is Joe LaFay. So 2 up, 2 down. Here comes Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly, a young Don Mattingly. Another lefty-lefty matchup. Mattingly batting 9th. Short left field porch here. Carlton wants to stay away from that. He nods his head. He rocks and deals to Mattingly. 5-5. Lefty-lefty. 5-5. Single to left. Mattingly goes the other way on the 5-5. So Mattingly singles with 2 outs. Keeps hope alive and the inning. And he's an E stealer, but with 2 outs, they'll hold him close. So it'll only be a +1, 1 through 12. Here's Willie Randolph. He singled and was erased on a double play. The pitch to the Yankees second baseman. Carlton tosses up a 4-9. Right-handed batter. 4-9. Line shot! A step and a dive by Kiko Garcia! We needed a 1. We rolled a 19, and Garcia saves the day once again. A second web gem from Kiko Garcia. And the Yankees are down in the bottom of the third. We go to the top of the fourth, still scoreless here in the house that Ruth built. Oh, that's the game. The Philadelphia Phillies beat the Chicago Cubs 23-22. That is, they had that on the old classic sports channel before ESPN took that over. Oh yeah, that's a wild game. You are right. So top of the fourth, it'll be Schmidt, Maddox, and Matthews. And let me just do something here for a second. Let's bring this over here. And let's bring this over here. Oh, I can see this better. All right. All right, here's Mike Schmidt. He flew out to center. Maddox on deck. Righetti up on the bump. He's ready. He deals to Schmidt. 6-3, what will it be? Right-handed batter, 6-3, ground ball back to Righetti. He's a 2 defender and a 12. Flip the chart. 2 and a 12 goes to an error check. He's a 7. Roll the 2 red die. That's a 12. He should make the play on the 7. No, it's an error. 3, 4, and 12 are errors. So Righetti boots the ball. And Schmidt reaches first on the E1. That's an ouch. Should have been an out. And Righetti played it like it was a hot potato. So Schmidt's at first. D-Stealer, they won't hold him on until 2 outs if he's still there. And here comes Gary Maddox. Maddox grounded to short. Righetti hoping for the double play ball. Pays no heed to Schmidt at first. Picks up the sign from Weiniger. He deals to Gary Maddox. 4-5. Right-handed batter. 4-5. Line shot right at Mattingly. Great reaction. That robbed extra bases down the line. Schmidt dives back to first. So 1 out, 1 on. Double play ball gets him out of the inning now. And here comes the Sarge, Gary Matthews. Matthews flew out to Piniella in right. Schmidt takes a slight lead. Weiniger goes through the signs, sets the target to pitch to Sarge, Gary Matthews. 6-7. Right-handed batter. 6-7. Swing and a miss. Righetti gets him with the high cheese. 2 down. Schmidt will be off on contact. They'll hold him a little close now. So it'll only be 1 through 15. That's the way I play it for all the teams. And here's Bo Diaz. And again, Diaz had 15 homers in 83, but only a .236 batting average. Can he go the opposite way down the left field porch? It's short down there. Here's the pitch to Bo Diaz. Righetti fires in a 5-6. Pick up some sticks. Right-handed batter. 5-6. Ground ball to short and Roy Smalley. Smalley is a 4 when it comes to defensive range, and that's a 16. I think he makes the play on this. Short. 4-16. Smalley has it. Gobbles it up like a kid with candy. Fires to Mattingly, and the side is retired. The error does not hurt as Diaz goes back to the bench to put on the tools of ignorance, the catcher's equipment. We go to the bottom of the fourth, still scoreless in the Bronx. It's quite a pitcher's duel between Dave Righetti and Steve Carlton. Due up for the Yankees, Piniella, Winfield, and Baylor. If anyone gets on, Roy Smalley. Sweet Lou Piniella banged into a double play. Looking for some revenge off Carlton. The crafty lefty rocks and deals to Piniella. 1-8. 1-8. And Piniella hits a shot. Opposite way to left, and it's going to be off the wall. A leadoff double for Piniella. A 1 or a 2 of it a homer. We rolled a 14. That is a double. So Lou Piniella gets his revenge by doubling off Carlton, and the Yankees are in business. You know Winfield not bunting. Dave Winfield in 1983, 283, 32 homers. Let's see what Mr. May can do. I believe that's what Mr. Steinbrenner calls him. Piniella takes a slight lead at second. They're not going to hold him on. He's an E-stealer. Here's the pitch to Winfield. 2-9 to Winfield. 2-9, and Winfield crushes that ball to center. That ball is bippity-boppity boom to the moon, Alice. That ball is gone. Dave Winfield hits a crush shot, a hanging curveball by the lefty Steve Carlton, and Winfield deposited where what the monuments would be, I believe, would have been. And it's 2-0 Yankees. Boom to the moon. That was a crush shot. As Maddox just turned and looked and hung his head. So a home run for Winfield, and Steinbrenner's in the owner's booth saying that's what we pay you for. But he's very happy now with Winfield right now. So that's 2 ribbies. So a double and a homer, and the Yankees are up 2-0. As Sports Time Machine has just noticed, Winfield tips his cap to Big George, to King George. Here comes Don Baylor. Will they go back-to-back jacks? Carlton steadies himself. He rocks and deals to Baylor. 1-9. 1-9. Hard hit ball to third. Schmidt has it. Fires to first to Rose, and that's 1 out. 5-3. If you're scoring at home, you should. It's good for the brain. As Murray says, the game must be in May. Now I'll bring up Roy Smalley. The Yankees shortstop was robbed of a single on a great play by Kiko Garcia. Smalley switch hitter, batting righty. He awaits the Carlton offering. Carlton tosses up the soft stuff on a 6-6. Pick up some sticks. Get your kicks on Route 66. 6-6. Single to center. So Smalley just waited nicely on the breaking pitch and takes it return to sender. That is a third hit off Carlton this inning. A double, a homer, a ground out, and now a single. So Smalley is at first. They won't hold him on until 2 outs. He's a D-stealer. Here comes Greg Nettles. Lefty-lefty matchup. Nettles popped out to DeJesus at short. Carlton hoping for the double play ball. The pitch to Nettles. Carlton deals a 5-5. Lefty-lefty 5. Single to left. Single to left field. Smalley was not being held on, so he's 1 through 11. The ball's hit to left. Smalley has the play in front of him. Matthews has a -1 arm. Smalley will hold at second, so station to station go the Yankees. Carlton's in trouble here. Yankees need to take advantage of this before he's able to regroup. 1 out, 2 on for the switch-hitting catcher Butch Weiniger, who banged in a ground out, to second base. Tim Baden. Kiko Garcia went to the same high school as myself. Thank you very much for showing up and sharing that info, Tim. Hope all is well. Well, Carlton hoping for a double play ball. Rose has a quick word with him. Now back to first. Here's the pitch to Weiniger. 1 out, 2 on. 5-8. 5-8. Swing and a miss. Breaking pitch. Low and away. Weiniger chased. Second strikeout for Carlton. 2 outs. Runners will be off on contact. They'll try to hold Smalley close, so it'll only be 1 through 12. Nettles will be, he's a +2. Because he's at first. You can't hold him on. He's 1 through 13. And here comes Ken Griffey, Sr., back then just known as Ken Griffey. And he flew out to right. 2-0 on the Winfield home run after the leadoff double by Piniella. You have Smalley at second. And Nettles at first with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Griffey Sr. 1-11. Lefty-lefty matchup, 1-11. That ball is hit to Rose. Rose will take it to the bag himself, and the side is retired. But the Yankees strike first on the 2-run homer from Dave Winfield. We go to the top of the 5th, 2-0 New York. Winner advances to the Final Four in our one-and-done 1983 tournament. This is game 21 of the tournament. It's been a lot of fun. We have more seasons to come with one-and-done tournaments and the odd, interesting pitching matchup. I like pitchers matchups. All right, so the Phillies trail by 2. It'll be the bottom third of their order here in the top of the 5th. Garcia, LaFay, and DeJesus to face Dave Righetti. Righetti does not want to give anything back here. Here's the pitch to Kiko Garcia, who flew out to left. A 5-10 to Kiko. Right-handed batter. 5-10 and an 11. And that's going to be a deep fly ball to left, but not deep enough in front of the wall. Making the catch is Griffey. 1 down, so the second time he's flown out to left. And that was a 5-10. Had we rolled a 1, it would have been a home run, but we rolled an 11, and that is a flyout deep left 2 through 20. So 1 out. Righetti getting a little lucky with these fly balls. And here comes Joe LaFay. LaFay doubled to lead off the 3rd, but went no further. Lefty-lefty matchup. Righetti deals quickly to Joe LaFay. 3-3, what will it be? We shall see. 3-3, ground ball to 3rd. Nettles fires to Mattingly, 2 down. Righetti looking for a 1-2-3 inning. And here's Ivan DeJesus, the former Cubby. Failed sacrifice bunt. He popped out to Rose his first time up. Righetti nods his head. Weiniger sets a target. The pitch to Ivan DeJesus. That's a 1-10. 1-10. That's a single to center. So DeJesus singles to center. And the tying run comes to the plate in Pete Rose. He has walked and flown out to left. DeJesus, a B stealer, not going anywhere. They will hold him close, so he'll only be a 1 through 15. The pitch to Rose. He's looking for a gap shot or drive it down that short left field porch. That's a 2-9. The left-handed pitcher, 2-9. Line shot, and Smalley goes high in the air to snare it, and the side is retired. Smalley tosses the ball to the umpire, and Rose is just shaking his head in disgust. That was some ups by Roy Smalley. The Phillies fail to score once again. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 2-0 Yankees. With each passing out, Yankee fans smelling a Final Four berth in this one-and-done 1983 tournament. Philip Reynolds is at the ballpark. Check out his channel. He had an unboxing video that I'll have to check out. So please, if you have not subscribed to Philip Reynolds or Sports Time Machine or Comics with Bueller, check those channels out. Throw them a sub. They're wonderful channels. Check out all the wonderful content creators in the FOC. Also, please check out Sam's Tangled Web. And if Comics with Bueller is still in the chat, please put the link to his channel. Our good friend Sam. And if you want to know how to subscribe to Philip Reynolds or Sports Time Machine, you just go near their name. There's 3 dots. You go to their channel. Bam! Subscribe. Bam! Hit the notification button. Bam! Watch their videos. Bam! Share. All right, all that good stuff. All right, it'll be Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly. Then the top of the order, Willie Randolph and Lou Piniella. Mattingly singled. He's 1 for 1. The pitch from Carlton to Mattingly, lefty-lefty matchup. That's a 3-12. 3-12 ground ball to short. DeJesus throws to Rose. 1 down. We're not playing with injuries. I don't have enough players on my 83 cards to play with injuries. They give you the minimum players back then. You think they give you minimum players now? Back then, they gave you, I think, like 20 players. 20 or 21, I can't remember. I should count them, but yeah. Top of the order, Willie Randolph's 1 for 2. He singled, raced on a double play, and then was robbed of a single by Kiko Garcia, step and a dive. Here's the pitch of the Yankee second baseman. Carlton tosses in a 4-6, pick up some sticks. Right-handed batter. 4-6, single to right. Randolph just goes with the pitch. He's now 2 for 3. 2-0 Yankees, looking to add to that lead. As Philip Reynolds says, bam! Leave him a message. He's right. We will all grow together. Here comes Sweet Lou Piniella, banged into a double play, got his revenge, had a leadoff double in the 4th. The next batter, Winfield, went yard. 2-0 Yanks, that's how we stand. 1 out, 1 on. Carlton peeks to first. Now he deals to Piniella. 2-7 to Sweet Lou Piniella. Left-handed pitcher, 2-7. Hard hit ball to Schmidt. Over to Kiko Garcia on to Rose, and the inning is over. The second double play ball banged into by Piniella, this time 5-4-3. And Piniella is not a happy camper. The side is retired. We go to the top of the 6th here in the Bronx. 2-0 Yankees due up for the Phillies. Time getting short. Morgan, Schmidt, and Maddox. Philip Reynolds says, have you ever thought about recreating DiMaggio and Rose hitting streaks? People have done that. No, I haven't. I enjoy watching those. It's just not. I like pitching matchups. Just like when I do my boxing, whether it's on the PC or Card&Dice, I like, Battle of the Bangers and stuff like that. I gotta get back to my heavyweight tournament on the title bout PC. I might fast sim the last bouts and just get to the Dempsey fight. Against John Ruiz and Ali versus Bone Crusher Smith, so we can get to the second round. Then again, I might just play them out and call them. So, all right, it's Morgan, Schmidt, and Maddox, as I stated, to face Righetti. Righetti has not given up a run. Morgan is 0 for 2. The pitch to the former Big Red Machine member, Little Joe Morgan. 4-6, pick up some sticks. Left-handed batter. 4-6, swing and a miss. Got him with the off speed, set him up with the fastball. That's a second strikeout for Rags. Now I'll bring up Mike Jack Schmidt. He's 0 for 2. He flew out to center and reached on an error by Righetti. If he goes yard, he had 40 homers in 83. Will pull the Phillies to within 1. Righetti quickly nods his head, the high leg kick and the pitch. 5-6. Right-handed batter. 5-6. Ground ball to short and Roy Smalley. He's a 4 when it comes to defensive range, but that's a 16. 4 and a 16. Smalley backhands it deep in the hole. Fires low to first, and Mattingly scoops it out of the dirt. 2 down. Nice play all the way around. Scoring at home 6-3. So there's 2 outs, and here comes Gary Maddox. He's 0 for 2. Last time up, he hit the ball on the screws. Great reaction by Mattingly at first. Weiniger goes through the signs. Righetti with a quick nod of his head. He rocks and deals to Gary Maddox. 4-5 to Maddox. Right-handed batter. 4-5. Line shot! And Mattingly goes in the air and snares it. And once again, Maddox hits it on the screws with nothing to show for it, but go get your glove and go back out to center field. 1, 2, 3. Go the Phillies, as Mattingly smiles, tosses the ball to a young Yankee fan. We go to the bottom of the 6th, still 2-0. Yankees. Some worrisome Phillies in that dugout and on the field. Todd B is at the ballpark. How you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. So it's Winfield, Baylor, and Smalley. Winfield's 1 for 2 with a 2-run homer. That's how the Yankees have their 2-run lead. Let's see how Carlton and Diaz pitch to Winfield. Carlton shakes off Diaz. Now he's ready. He deals homeward bound to Winfield. 4-5 with a shakeoff payoff. 4-5. Ground ball. Slowly hit to second. Kiko Garcia charges it. Bare hand. Flips to Rose. And they just nip Winfield. Nice play by Kiko Garcia. Thank you, Todd. Thank you. Hopefully we can stay at that level and surpass it. But I greatly appreciate everyone who subscribed to me. I think we have a fun channel. We have a fun community. And we will all grow together. And big shout out to our good friend Comics with Bueller. I wouldn't be able to do it without you fine folks and the Bueller bump, as we call it. So, thank you very much, Comics with Bueller. Here's Don Baylor, excuse me. He's 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out to third. The pitch from Carlton to Baylor. 2-10. Left-handed pitcher. 2-10. Single to left. Single to left. Baylor picks up his first hit. There won't be a 1-2-3 inning. So Baylor singles to left. And that brings up Roy Smalley. Smalley was robbed on a great play by Kiko Garcia, who's playing outstanding at second and singled. Carlton hoping for a double play ball. They're going to keep Baylor close. The pitch to Smalley. Carlton tosses up. Triple sixes, so that's a 6-12. Right-handed batter. 6-12. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Carlton turns and fires to DeJesus. DeJesus comes off the bat, and he is kiboshed by Don Baylor. No double play. Oh, Lord, Baylor just took out DeJesus. And there's some chirping going on. Rose chirping at Baylor. I'd like to remind Pete Rose to watch out. Bud Harrelson kicked your ass at second in 1973 pennant. So order is restored by the men in blue. Baylor is out. Smalley reaches on the fielder's choice. 1-6. So 2 outs. Smalley at first. And with 2 outs, we always hold all runners close. So he's 1 through 12. And here's Greg Nettles. Nettles has popped out to short and singled. Lefty-lefty matchup. Carlton trying to keep it a 2-run deficit. The pitch to Greg Nettles. 4-10. 4-10. Lefty-lefty. Fly ball out to right. Going back a bit and now camping. And making the catch for the final out is Joe LaFay. And there's still some jawing back and forth with that hard slide from Baylor into DeJesus. The Yankees fail to score in the bottom of the 6th, but we go to the top of the 7th. 2-0 Yankees thanks to that 2-run homer by Dave Winfield in the bottom of the 4th. Clinton Parks is at the ballpark. He says, I refuse to grow up. Good for you. How are things, Clinton? Hope all is well. Another friend of the channel, friend of the community. So Righetti now goes to his point of weakness check here in the 7th. He has given up no runs and only a few hits. Struck out 2. He will face the Sarge, Gary Matthews, then Bo Diaz and Kiko Garcia. Garcia getting it done with the glove, but not the bat. Julian 10, how you doing? Betts and Price to the Dodgers. Thank God we got rid of David Price. Who do we get? And Betts wasn't staying, so thank you for some lovely years, but don't let the door hit you in the ass. You don't want to stay. They offered him $300 million. He wanted more. Bye-bye. Oh, we got rid of David Price. I'm so happy. Can't stand him. Such a whiner. Anyway, that's wonderful news, Julian 10. If you could tell us who we got from the Dodgers, that would be awesome. Maybe we got some good players. We should have got some good players back. I know not great, but well, man, did we just unload a big contract in Price. So it's Weiniger, Griffey, and Mattingly, 2-0 Yankees. Butch Weiniger is 0 for 2. He's grounded out and struck out. Oh, wait a second, Al. Wait a second. We are wrong. It is the top of the 7th. Matthews, Diaz, and Garcia. I got all excited about the trade. Not a lot. Verdungo. He's not bad. The price is right. Biatch, LOL. I'm glad he's gone. That is awesome. I'm so happy he's gone. I never liked him. We paid more money for him than John Lester wanted. Again, makes no sense, but whatever. I'm glad he's gone. And that's the phone delay. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hello? Yes? Mookie Betts and David Price. That's awesome. He was leaving anyway, so I don't care. But we got the Price. That's awesome. What do we get? Someone put in the chat, I'm streaming, so I'm going to go back quick. Verdungo, I think he's a decent prospect. I hope they got a couple players who can play though right now. So, yeah, that's a good trade. Yeah, well, I'm glad they got rid of Price. I can't stand him. I'm glad he's gone. And Betts wasn't staying. They offered 300 something million. He didn't want it. He wants 400 something. Okay, bye bye. So, anyway, yeah. All right. How's everything? No, he's not going to do what he did before. Believe me. He's going to be a good player. And he's going to a kid. He's going to a kid. He's going to a cavernous ballpark in Los Angeles. So he might play big ballpark in Los Angeles. You're not going to be tracking around like he was. So, all right. Well, I'm going to go finish what I was doing. Okay, Uncle Jerry. All right. I love you. All right. Bye. That was my Uncle Jerry giving me the update on the trade. All right, back to the ball game. All right, back to the ball game. All right, here we go. So it's Righetti to Gary Matthews. That's a 5-4. Will it close the door on Gary Matthews? 5-4, right-handed batter. Fly ball center field. Winfield is a 3, and that's a 10. 3-10. 3-10 goes to an error check. Winfield is an E8. We roll the 2 red die again. That's a 6. I don't know if that's going to be good. Oh, Winfield misplays the ball. It's a 2-base error. He should have made the catch, and now, oh, Mr. Steinbrenner, none too happy with that. Winfield will not be tipping his cap to Steinbrenner, that's for sure. A 2-base error. Let's double check. He is an E8. We rolled a 6, center field E8, and a 6 is a 2-base error. So Matthews is on E8, 2-base error. And the Phillies have caught a break. Here comes Bo Diaz. The Philly catcher is 0 for 2. Yankees start to get Gossage warming up. Bo Diaz, 15 homers. If he goes yard, it's a 2-2 ball game. The pitch to Bo. 5-3. What will it be? We shall see. Right-handed batter. 5-3. Slowly hit ball to first. Mattingly has it. Foot race to the bag. And he beats Diaz. That's a ground ball C. So, advancing to third will be the Sarge, Gary Matthews. With 1 out. And here comes Kiko Garcia. Gossage continues to warm. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. 2-0 Yankees. Matthews on third thanks to that error. Garcia's 0 for 2. The pitch to Kiko. Can he knock in the first Philly run? That's a 5-8. Kiko hoping for it to be great. Right-handed batter. 5-8. And Kiko Garcia lashes that ball left center field. No one's going to get to that. It's going to get down and get to the wall. It's going to be a double. And trotting in from third with an unearned run is Matthews. And George Steinbrenner is going ballistic in the owner's box. Kiko Garcia doubles. And he knocks in the first run for the Phillies. And they've just cut the lead in half. It's 2-1 Yankees. And the tying run is in scoring position. And here comes Joe LaFay, excuse me. And the Yankees, it could be Goose Gossage time. Gossage can go 2 innings. They really want him to come in and pitch the 8th and the 9th. But this is the moment of truth here. And he has lots of strikeouts. Gossage is ready. 1 out, tying run at second. Joe LaFay at the plate. They're going to stick with the lefty-lefty matchup right now, as LaFay has doubled and grounded out, but they're going to go lefty-lefty matchup. Righetti rocks and fires to Joe LaFay. 6-11. Lefty-lefty, 6-11. Ground ball back to the pitcher. 2. He's a 2 and a 6. We're going to go to the error check. Righetti's a 7. He's already booted the ball once, and that's a 6. I just think he boots the ball again. 7-6. An error! Wait a second. I looked at 17 by accident. No! He gets it. Good job by Righetti. All right, let's 7 and a 6. That is a ground ball A. So the runner does not advance. A hard hit ball back to Righetti. He goes to first. Holding at second is Kiko Garcia. If ground ball A, if no runners are forced, runner on first is out, completion of double play, other runners advance. That makes no sense. A hard hit ball back to the pitcher. How the hell does the runner advance to third? If no runners are... if no runners are forced, runners hold. Okay, that's above it. I was going to say, I read that wrong. My faux pas. So, LaFay is out, 1-3. There's 2 outs now. And Garcia will be a +1, 1 through 15. ID gestures at the ballpark. Hope all is well. He had a wonderful game, along with Sports Time Machine. Check out his channel. Please subscribe to that wonderful channel. Ring the bell. Ding the bell. Share. Bam! Like Philip Reynolds and I say, bam! Bam everything. All right, so it's Ivan DeJesus coming up. DeJesus, 1 for 2. Failed on a bunt attempt on a sack and singled. We're not going to pinch hit for him because I don't think we have anyone else who can play short. We can slide Kiko Garcia, but then Gross is a lefty. We're going to stick with Ivan DeJesus. Here's the pitch from Righetti to DeJesus. Tying run at second. 2 outs. 2-1 Yankees. Top of the 7th. That's a 2-9. Left-handed pitcher. 2-9. Singles to left. DeJesus singles again. Garcia's 1 through 15. Griffey puts a charge on it. He's a +1, 1 through 16. Here comes a tying run. The throw to the plate. Safe. 13. We have a tie ball game. Boy, did that error hurt. That is 2 unearned runs in this inning. It's 2-2. If you just joined us, Winfield muffed a ball in center, a 2-base error. And Ivan DeJesus has a ribby, and it's 2-2. And George Steinbrenner is none too happy. He's on the phone demanding that Winfield be traded to the Soviet Union. And DeJesus clapping his hands, choking up on that bat. He singled to left. It's 2-2. And how many hits is that? 1, 2. The error doesn't count. So one more hit. Righetti hits point of weakness. Here comes Pete Rose. This is it for Righetti. He'll deal with Charlie Hustle. 2-2 ball game. Go ahead, run at first. DeJesus, a B stealer. He's not going anywhere. The pitch to Rose. Switch hitter batting righty. That's a 6-4. Does it close the door on the top of the 7th? 6, 4, and Rose walks. And now that is point of weakness. Second walk for Rose, who's 0 for 2 but been on base twice with walks. Tying run goes into scoring position with DeJesus. The Yankees, wow. Winfield is wearing the goat horns. He is the GOAT, and that doesn't mean greatest of all time. And here comes Goose Gossage. That is it. Here comes the Goose. He's got to nail it down here, keep it tied. Both runs unearned. So here comes the Goose. Gossage. He's good for 2 innings. Righetti could lose it. Runners are his responsibility. DeJesus at second, Rose at first. Gossage, that they don't give you the saves on the old cards, but he was 13-5 with a 2.27. So here comes Gossage. Trying to get the final out here. And he's going to face Little Joe Morgan, the former Big Red Machine member. You got Rose at first, his former Reds teammate, and DeJesus at second. Morgan is 0 for 3, a pop-out, a flyout, and a strikeout. Gossage done with his warm-up tosses. A quick word with Weiniger now back behind the plate. Murray, the K, says, "Let the Goose loose!" Here's the pitch from Gossage to Morgan. 2-2 ball game. Moment of truth for Little Joe. 1-7. It's going to be a lucky 7 for someone. Right-handed pitcher. 1-7. Ball 4. Gossage cannot find the plate. That is a walk. Bases are juiced. DeJesus to third. Rose to second. Morgan at first. And here comes Mike Jack Schmidt looking to hit a grand salami. Oh boy. Gossage with that fierce look on his face. Murray, the K, still screaming, "Let the Goose loose." Yankee fans on their feet clapping, wishing, wanting, hoping, and praying to keep it a 2-2 ball game. Mike Jack Schmidt 0 for 3. A fly out to center. He reached on an error by Righetti and then grounded to short. No place to put Schmidt. Gossage nods his head, sweat beating down. The violent delivery and the pitch to Mike Jack Schmidt. 5-5. Righty-righty matchup. 5-5. Swing and a miss! Gossage pumps his fist. The Yankee fans applaud. But the two-base error starts the floodgates opening. And it's 2-2. The error by Winfield cost the Yankees 2 unearned runs. We go to the bottom of the 7th, knotted here at Yankee Stadium. My, how things have changed. Strikes out Schmidt. What a ball game, folks. Julian 10 says the Twins are the third team in the deal. Jock Peterson may be going to the Angels. Oh, that must be a different deal. Does anyone know who the Red Sox actually got back? Did they get any players who can actually play this year? They must have got some good prospects. All right, so Carlton now, bottom of the 7th, still has not hit his point of weakness check. He starts in the 8th, and it's a 2-2 ball game. He gets a reprieve from the governor. Due up for the Yankees, Weiniger, Griffey, and Mattingly. If anyone gets on the top of the order, Willie Randolph. Butch Weiniger is 0 for 2. He struck out once and grounded out. Here's the pitch from Carlton to Weiniger. 5-11. Right-handed batter, 5-11. Ground ball back to Carlton. He's a two-fielder, and that's a 1. A 2 and a 1. That ball goes through the wickets and into center. So Weiniger singles. Hard hit ball up the middle. The tying run is at first. He's a 1 through... the go-ahead run's at first. He's a 1 through 9 runner. Griffey is a B bunter. We have horrific rules on bunting. He would be a C bunter because we have to assume that they're playing for the bunt. And Mattingly's on deck. Griffey is 0 for 2. He's going to square and bunt, so it'd be a C bunter trying to move Weiniger over. And that's a 6. That should be good with a C. A C and a 6 will be a successful bunt as Griffey is thrown out by the charging third baseman Schmidt as he fires to Kiko Garcia on the wheel play as both Schmidt and Rose were charging. So Griffey gets the sac bunt done, unlike DeJesus. And Weiniger advances into scoring position in this 2-2 ball game. 1 out, top, bottom of the 7th. So that was a sac. 5-4. Kiko Garcia covering first on the wheel play. And now I think we're going to put a pinch runner in. Let's just check. And Rick Cerrone will come in to catch. Julian 10 says about the Red Sox trade. As of right now, it's most likely Verdungo and a prospect. I have also seen the Dodgers paying half a Price's salary. Oh, we're paying half of that poop? Yep. W. Vogs in the chat. Check out his channel. Subscribe as he too says Price and Betts to the Dodgers. Good riddance. They didn't want to stay the Red Sox anyway. So we have Oscar Gamble. He's a 14. Andre Robertson, 14. Steve Kemp's a 12. Short and second. Oscar Gamble can play right field. 261, 7 homers. Kind of want to save Robertson because if they have the lead, I like to put him at short. He has better range, though he makes more errors. 1 through 14, a bunter. Well, we got to keep Oscar Gamble's bat on the bench just in case. And Kemp's 1 through 12. Gamble's 1 through 14, and so is Andre Robertson 1 through 14. Andre Robertson will come in to pinch run for Butch Weiniger. Rick Cerrone will come in to catch. Again, we don't play with injuries, so we don't have to worry. Alrighty. So Weiniger is out. So we have a pinch runner. Going to be Robertson. Pinch runner. So Robinson comes in and takes the place of Weiniger at second. Weiniger's out of the game. Cerrone will be the new catcher once we get in. And here comes Don Mattingly. 1 out, go-ahead run at second, and Andre Robertson. Mattingly has singled and grounded to short. Carlton, lefty-lefty matchup, deals to a young Donnie Baseball. 1-8, 1-8, and a 9. That is a single! 2 stars racing around from second is Andre Robertson. And the Yankees retake the lead 3-2. Robinson scores. Mattingly is now 2 for 3. Clutch hitting by the youngster. 3-2 Yankees. going to go like that because we're going to have to pull that after. So Steve Carlton cannot keep it a tie ball game. It's the top of the order. Willie Randolph, who's 2 for 3. Al Holland is ready to go. And so is Willie Hernandez. Runner at first. They're going to give Carlton another crack at Randolph. This could be his last batter. 3-2 Yankees. As our good friend Sports Time Machine in the chat says, Mattingly takes the goat off Winfield's back, typically. Yes, he did. Murray the K says, Donnie was always an RBI machine. Here we go. Carlton deals to Randolph, hoping for a double play ball that will end the inning. 3-2 Yankees. They retake the lead on the Mattingly clutch single. 3-9. Left-handed pitcher. 3-9. That's a walk. So Randolph at first. Mattingly moves to second. And that is it for Steve Carlton. Carlton in line for the loss. Goes 6 1/3. He's given up 3 runs, responsible for 2 runners. And they're going to go to Al Holland. Again, no fooling around in a 1-and-done. Holland 8-4 with a 2.26. He pitched in the last Philadelphia game. Got the save, I believe, when they nearly blew the game. I think it was against the Expos when the Expos rallied at the end. John Denny got the win in that game. All right, Willie Hernandez continues to warm, so it's Al Holland trying to shut it down here and keep it a 1-run deficit now. Mattingly at second. He knocked in the go-ahead run. The pinch runner, Robertson. Randolph walked. He's at first. 1 away, and here comes Piniella. Piniella, a great double play candidate. He's already banged into 2. And sandwiched between that, a double where he scored on the Winfield homer. It was Winfield's error who helped allow the tying runs to score in the top of the 7th. But now it's 3-2. And as our good friend Sports Time Machine said, Mattingly gets the goat horns off Winfield for the moment. Holland's done with his warm-up tosses. A quick word with Rose. And Diaz. Diaz back behind the plate, squats down, sets a target. The pitch is Sweet Lou Piniella. 6-8. Piniella hoping for it to be great. Righty. Oh, I should have went to Oscar Gamble. Nuts. Oh, he's a lefty. Holland's a lefty. I knew. All right. That's why I didn't go to Oscar Gamble. I knew that. So, 6-8. Pinella's a right-handed batter. 6-8. Swing and a miss. So Holland strikes out Piniella. 2 down. Runners will be off on contact. Mattingly will be a 1-12. And Randolph will be +2. So it'll be 1-18. So Pinella's out. And here comes Dave Winfield. He needs to make amends for that 2-base error. Holland rocks and deals quickly to Mr. May, as Mr. Steinbrenner called him. 4-10. Right-handed batter. 4-10. Ground ball to third. Mike Jack Schmidt is a 1, and that's a 2. Oh, my Lord. A 1 and a 2. I think he still makes the play, though. A hard hit ball to third. A 1 and a 2. A diving stop by Mike Schmidt. He pops up, throws to Rose, and the side is retired. Let's double check. That's a 1. Mike Schmidt is a 1. And we rolled a 2. In a 1 column, they're all out, so you have to, unless it goes to an error check. So Holland comes in and does his JOB. But the Yankees strike for 1. They retake the lead 3-2 as we go to the top of the 8th. Gossage back up on the bump. Cerrone will be the new catcher. As the pinch runner is done for the game, Andre Robertson, he scored on the Mattingly single. So it's going to be Cerrone, who would go on to play for the Red Sox. I always liked Rick Cerrone. And he's a 2 range, E5. He too has a neutral arm. Throwing error 1 through 4. And he's an E stealer. That's shocking. A B bunter and C hit and run. And he runs faster, but not much faster than Weiniger 1 through 11. All right, so that takes care of that. Robertson's out. Mattingly. So Mattingly gets a big round of applause as he goes out to first base. And who made the last out? Winfield made the last out. Our counting is done. And Gossage back up on the mound. The Phillies trail by 1. It'll be Maddox, Matthews, and Diaz to face Gossage. Again, Gossage got 1 out, so he does not go to point of weakness. He has not pitched a full inning yet. That's just the way I play it. So it'll be the next inning in the 9th when he has to check for point of weakness. Here's Gary Maddox, a pitch from Gossage to Maddox. Maddox. Maddox 0 for 3. He's hit the ball twice at Mattingly very hard for lineouts and grounded out. That's a 6-6. You get your kicks on Route 66. Righty-righty matchup. 6-6. Swing and a miss. Gossage in a zone, the second strikeout. So he's walked and struck out 2. He wants to work quickly. Here's Gary Matthews. The pitch to the Sarge. 5-11. Righty-righty. 5-11. Ground ball back to Gossage. 2 defender, as all pitchers are, I believe, at this time in the for Strat, because there's no defensive rating. So it's a 2 and a 15, and that goes to an error check. Gossage is an E17. He could boot this ball. We roll the 2 red die again. He's looking for that 7 through 11. He gets a 5, and that will be an error. So Gossage, that's a 3rd error on the Yankees. And the 2nd time Matthews has reached on an error. Remember, it was the 2-base error by Winfield in the prior inning that opened the floodgates, and now Gossage makes an error. And the tying runs at first in Gary Matthews, 1 through 15 base runner. They'll hold him close 1 through 14 with 1 out. Here's Bo Diaz. Gossage hoping for the double play ball to blow it by Bo. Gossage with the violent windup and the pitch to Diaz. 6-11, righty-righty, 6-11. Fly ball left field. Griffey Sr., a defense check. He's a 3, and that's a 16. A 3 and a 16. He racing back, and he makes the catch. Retreating back to first is Matthews, so Diaz gave it a ride, but Griffey tracks it down and left. 2 outs. And here comes Kiko Garcia. Kiko doubled in a run in that faithful top of the 7th. Can he do it again here? Matthews goes to a +1, 1 through 16. And actually now, oh shoot, he played second. Kevin Gross. 306. Oh no, that's a pitcher. Wrong. Greg Gross, sorry. Greg Gross will come in to pinch hit. And Morgan's going to have to go play second. Morgan will have to go play second. They'll lose the DH. So Greg Gross will come in to pinch hit. Kiko hit 2-8. You got to go with Greg Gross here, though. He batted .302. He was a very good pinch hitter, as I remember. So here comes Greg Gross, and they will lose the DH. Morgan will go in. Morgan will go in to second. Let's think about this. against righties. Nope, they're going to let Kiko hit. Greg Gross is ready to pinch hit as we just dropped the red pen. We don't want to lose our DH. Joe LaFay's on deck. Righty-righty matchup. Looks about the same here. 1 through 9. Looks the same. Looks the same for both. All right. Here's the pitch to Kiko Garcia. 2 outs. Tying run at first and Matthews. Gossage fires it in. 6-6. You get your kicks on Route 66. 6-6. Doesn't matter. Swing and a miss. Don't matter who's up with that. Gossage pumps his fist and the side is retired. The error doesn't hurt. Yankees fans and the dugout, and especially Big George in the owner's box, breathe a huge sigh of relief. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 3-2 Yankees. The Phillies will be down to their final 3 outs. And Cerrone is the catcher. I did put him in. And we didn't make the change. It wouldn't have mattered. It would have been a strikeout anyway. So Gossage has pitched an inning and a third. So point of weakness check will start in the 9th. For the Yankees, it's Baylor, Smalley, and Nettles to face the lefty Al Holland. Baylor is 1 for 3, struck out and grounded out, and singled. Holland deals to the Yankee designated hitter, Don Baylor. 2-5 to Don Baylor. Left-handed pitcher. 2-5. And a 19. Baylor hits that shot deep to center field. Racing back, making a leap at his Maddox. It's going to be off the wall. And Don Baylor has a leadoff double. A huge insurance run for the Yankees. And I'll bring up Roy Smalley. Smalley, a B bunter. They're going to play for the bunt. They're going to try to move him over. Holland fires it in. Smalley squares. That's a 4. That's going to be good. So from a B, he goes to a C. C bunter and a 4. Holland fields it. His only play is to first, and he throws to Morgan covering the bag and advancing to third. Yankees playing some small ball here is Don Baylor. So that's a sack. 1-4. Kiko Garcia covering on the wheel play. Gorilla family, how you doing, my friend? It says crazy trade, huh? Well, Price, I'm glad he's gone, and Betts didn't want to be here. They offered him $300 million. He didn't want it. So thank you for your time here, Mookie. Go enjoy somebody else. Murray K says, who's going to be the Red Sox manager? You are, Murray. We've decided you will be the Red Sox manager. I don't know. I think they'll just promote someone, the bench coach, Renicky. That's what I think. They're just waiting for the report to come back from MLB. I don't think any of those guys who got suspended will be back at all. Those they're not going to suspend any players because my friend said he read they gave them all immunity. All those managers and coaches, I think they're gone for life. That's just my opinion. All right, so 1 out. Here comes Greg Nettles, lefty-lefty matchup. Infield in. Baylor, a huge insurance run at third. 3-2 Yankees. Holland hoping for a strikeout. Infield pulled in. The pitch. 6-9. Lefty-lefty. 6-9. Ground ball to short. X. So we just play it out. The shortstop, infield in, is DeJesus. He's a 2 and a 17. Okay, infield in. And I think you just play it out. X ground balls found on the X chart. Follow the results stated on the fielding chart. Hit or error. Ground balls other than those resulting in a hit or error, out. Runner on third holds. Okay. So let's see what happens here. I think the runner on third holds. because he is a 2, and that's a 17. Ball hit to short. A 2-17 is a ground out to first. Runner holds at third. So a hard hit ball, but right at DeJesus. Baylor stayed put. The contact play was not on, luckily, for the Yankees. So Nettles is out 6-3. As Rose quickly got back to the first base bag. 2 outs, runner at third. Infield goes back to normal, and here comes Rick Cerone, who came in when Robertson pinch ran for Weiniger. Robinson would score the go-ahead run on the Mattingly single. And here's Rick Cerone. Let's see if Rick can be clutch here. Chris Anderson, how you doing? As he says, that's my good friend Chris. He says, Al, Sox just traded Mookie. Yep, they've been talking about that. What do we get, Chris? You're always up on it. I want to know exactly what we got. D. Scott Howard, how you doing, my friend? So Rick Cerone, 220 with 2 homers and 7 doubles. Let's see if Cerone can find something on his card. They don't know yet. That's awesome. They don't know yet. That's the Red Sox. We traded these players. We just don't know what we got yet. But hey, all I know is David Price ain't on the team. It's a successful trade. And Mookie didn't want to stay. So I want Mike Yastrzemski. All right. Holland rocks and deals to Rick Cerone. Will he come up clutch? 6-10. Uh-oh. He's a righty. 6-10. Ground ball to short. DeJesus, as we know, is a 2, and that's a 20. He's going to make the play. And the side is retired as Cerone grounds out 6-3. We go to the top of the 9th. In our 1983 1-and-done tournament, Elite 8, this will be the 3rd ticket punch to the Final Four. Then we'll have one more game left. It'll be the Tigers, as Gossage with his warm-up tosses. It'll be the Tigers and the Braves will be our next 1983 1-and-done game. And then we'll be down to 4 little Indians. All right, so it's going to be LaFay, DeJesus, and Rose, and there's no tomorrow. The sun will not come out tomorrow for the team that loses. They will go into the box of shame, as many have done before them. So point of weakness check for Gossage. LaFay is doubled and grounded out twice. Gossage. Cerone have a quick conversation. Cerone back behind the plate, squats down, sets the target. Gossage fires it into Joe LaFay. A 6-2, how do you do? 6-2, ground ball to first. Don Mattingly's a 3. And that's a 2. And that ball is by him. Mattingly dives for it, and it's going to be a single. The tying run at first in Jim LaFay. He's now 2 for 4, and he's a 1 through 12 base runner. And here's Ivan DeJesus. DeJesus and a bunter. They're going to bunt. Remember, he failed his first. He's 2 for 3. He's actually knocked in a run, and he had a bad sack bunt, but they're going to move LaFay over. They're playing for the bunt, so he goes to a B bunter. And it's a 7. A B and a 7 will get it done, I think. B7. Mattingly fields it, turns and fires to Randolph on the wheel play. 1 out, but advancing into scoring position as Andre Robinson's card went over there. Is Jim LaFay. So this time DeJesus does get the bunt down, as that goes 3-4 on the sack bunt. Tying run at second. Here comes Pete Rose. Charlie Hustle to face Goose Gossage. Rose 0 for 2. He's walked twice. They're keeping LaFay close, 1 through 11. Gossage, a deep breath. Arms down to his chest. The violent windup and the pitch to Rose. Twos across the board. 2-4. Will it close the door on Charlie Hustle? Right-handed pitcher, excuse me. Rose batting lefty. 2-4. Rose singles to left. Rose singles to left. LaFay, 1 through 11. Griffey, a +1 arm, 1 through 12. They're going to hold LaFay at third. 1 through 12, they're going to hold LaFay. So first and third, tying run 90 feet away. Dave Little's at the ballpark. How you doing? Check out that wonderful channel. Another wonderful episode of Dave's Life with Jesus. Listen to it at work. It was absolutely awesome. Totally enjoyed it. And a lot of wrestling and other great sports on there. Not just a fun all-around channel. So please subscribe to our good friend Dave Little. And here comes little Joe Morgan. Tying run at third, go-ahead run at first. Gossage, one more hit, and he reaches point of weakness. They'll play for 2. Yep, we'll play for 2. Double play ends it. Gossage wants a strikeout. Once again, the violent delivery and the pitch home by Goose Gossage to Joe Morgan. 1-3. What will it be? We shall see on the 1-3. 1-3. Swing and a miss! He blows the fastball by Joe Morgan. The Yankees 1 out away from reaching the Final Four. Rose at first. LaFay at third. Morgan heads back to the plate. And here comes from the on-deck circle, Mike Jack Schmidt. If he jacks one out, that would be a 3-run homer. The Yankees would take the lead 5-3. The Phillies would take the lead 5-3. He is 0 for 4. A fly out to center. He reached on an error by Righetti. Grounded to short and struck out. Gossage has struck him out. Gossage now has 4 Ks, looking for K number 5 to end this thing here. Gossage. Cerrone goes out there. Pitching coach goes out there. They talk it over. Man in blue breaks up the meeting. Everyone back to where they belong. Gossage back up on the bump. Cerrone back behind the plate. Gossage. Again, sweat beating down. Cerrone wiggles the fingers, sets the target. The pitch homeward bound to Mike Jack Schmidt. 3-2 Yankees. 2 outs, 2 on. 3-4. Righty, 3-4. I'm sorry, 3-3. Deep fly ball to right. Going back is Piniella at the track. He makes the catch and the Yankees win. The Yankees win. The Yankees win. 3-3. What will it be for Mike Jack Schmidt? You are out, and the Yankees advance to the Final Four. Gossage will get the win. The loss will go to, I think the loss goes to Carlton. 1-2. Yes, the loss goes to Carlton. The loss goes to Steve Carlton. The win goes to Gossage. And Winfield off the hook on the Don Mattingly single that knocks in the winning run. Remember Winfield, the 2 runs scored by the Phillies thanks to the Winfield error that started everything, the 2-base error on Matthews. But it's all for naught. Big George, King George, is a happy camper in the owner's box. The Yankees are going to the Final Four in our 1983 one-and-done tournament. And there's one more ticket to punch, and it will be between the Tigers and the Braves. So I'd like to thank everyone for watching. It was another fun game in our tournament. Gossage gets the win out of the pen. Carlton takes the loss for the Phillies. Game-winning RBI by Don Mattingly. A 2-run homer by Winfield, but he gave those 2 runs back with his horrific error in center in the 7th. But the Yankees win. The Yankees win. Susan Waldman! The Yankees win. So thank you very much. It was a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, health and happiness. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. I love you all. You know what's coming, folks. Peace! And good riddance to David Price and Mookie Betts. Thank you for your service. They are no longer needed.